Well, we've had a chance to get the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Okay. If you're in the market for a new smartphone, look no further. We've had a chance to put the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra through its paces over the past 2 weeks. We're gonna be looking at the camera and all aspects of it. If you like our videos, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that little bell notification icon so you get notified every time we have new videos, and we'd love to hear about your feedback on what you thought of our review. So starting off, it is a beautiful looking phone. They're using a new, what they call Phantom Black, and it's really nice on this. What I like is that it's not leaving fingerprints like some of the previous models had an issue with. You can see the camera bump on the back as well. Out of all the camera bumps I've seen so far, I'd have to say this is one of the nicer ones. It's got a large screen. It's 6.8 inches. It's an AMOLED screen, super bright. I think this is coming in at 1500 nits. That's how they measure brightness. And super high resolution on this as well, 3200 by 1440. It's also using Gorilla Glass Victus, so it's got a super tough screen. Hopefully it'll add a little bit more protection on it. But overall, it is a nice phone. You can see here also got the fingerprint scanner right in the screen itself. They've actually made this almost twice as large as the previous version, so for people with the big thumbs, it makes it a lot easier to get into the phone. Let's talk about some of the software features of the Samsung phone now. It's using Samsung's One UI 3.1. I still don't know why they all have their own user interfaces when I think a lot of people still enjoy the stock Google Android interface, much like the Pixel phones have. But the one feature I did like on the new Ultra is that by swiping left here, you get to the Google Discover page here. So that makes it a lot, I think, friendlier and a better feature for a lot of the folks out there. Also, it's got a new dark mode, which I think many people can appreciate. And it's also got something called the Eye Comfort Shield, so which is I guess like a blue filter, blue light filter. We also had a chance to try out the battery. This particular model has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which is quite large. And over the 2 weeks that we did try it, every night we had at least 30% power left. So it did the job. Hey, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It helps us make more. Let's talk about the cameras on this baby now. And I almost wonder if they use the S21 number because that seems like how many lenses are on the back of this thing. The main one though is the 108 megapixel. And the nice thing about this particular lens is that you can actually zoom in on the photo after and still have a high resolution photograph. It's got 2 telephoto lenses now. One's a 3 times and the other's a 10 times optical zoom. And you put that together with all the photo magic inside the camera system there, and you can get 100 times space zoom. That's what Samsung calls it. And it's also got something called zoom lock. One of the challenges when you're zooming in that tight is just you can never hold the camera steady enough because our hands just aren't capable of doing it. With the zoom lock, it does a really nice job. There's also a 40 megapixel selfie camera that kind of blew me away, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens as well. Let's talk about the video now. This is kind of a cool thing. Across all the lenses now, you can actually have 4K simultaneously. And if you want to, you can also notch that up on the main lens to 8K, which is pretty cool. It's got something called director's mode, and I like this feature. So you can be taking a video of the subject, and you can also have the camera facing the director or the photographer at the same time. So great for doing things like video blogging and anytime that you want to have two of the folks on the screen at the same time. So overall, cameras, they have taken this up a notch. There's no mistake. The zoom lenses are fantastic. I love the 108 megapixel camera as well because you can zoom in on those photographs and basically have a lot of choice. And I like the single take and the director mode features that are built into it. So the big question is, should you buy one? Well, it's kind of similar to a lot of advice I've given on previous models of the Samsung line. If you're at least 2 models behind, it might be something to look at. You're probably one of those early adopters, so you'll probably want to get into this particular one. I do really appreciate some of the features. I think they've done a great job with the camera system. I like the single take and the director mode features on there. The video is a big thing. If you're into taking a lot of video, being able to have 4K across all the cameras and even the 8K option, I think is pretty amazing. But overall, it's still a pretty hefty price. It's almost like getting a whole new computer, and essentially that is what it is. So if you're really into photography, if you are a business user, my answer would be yes. If you're still an S20 user, I might want to wait for the next iteration. Hey, we've got another great video. If you enjoyed this one, we've got one where we've actually compared the cameras between the Samsung and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's great, not only the photos, but also the video capabilities. If you like all of these videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the little bell notification. You'll get notified every time we have a new great video for you. And if you want to see other types of videos, we'd like to hear from you. Just leave that down in the comment section.